Hello and welcome back. My name is Crow, and this is my All the Mods 9 to the Sky playthrough, episode 5. So I just wanted to show you guys did some work off camera, and I started working on the actual base. Um, I took down a bunch of stuff over here, cleaned up some stuff, and I started working on uh, the large kind of superstructure. I also made a flight ritual, so I can create a flight a little bit here. And so I have a, large central ring. This is certainly not the final the final look. I'm just kind of throwing some stuff kind of together to see what sticks. I made a builder from RF Tools and a shape card. And so that's just what I've been using to do all the circles. The circles are and this dome, this kind of upside down dome. Um, the RF Tools builder is just so good for as far as that goes. I also was because of this flight ritual, I was running out of source, something fierce, and so I took one of my tokens, made a Starbuncle charm, and planted a bunch of source berries. So without doing anything else to it, the Starbuncle will automatically harvest berries. And then if you set him to an inventory, he will automatically harvest, pick up, and put the into the drawer. This drawer has a pusher upgrade, so it pushes up into the platform, which then that berry gets consumed by the source link there. Apparently he can't, if it's too far in the corner, he can't reach it. That's weird. But what I can do is show you. Okay. Goes and does his thing. As of right now, I do have because of the flight ritual, I do have a net loss on source, but these berries should kind of help help me catch up. And then, of course, if I give it this ritual redstone signal, it turns off and it doesn't consume source anymore. Also, the tablet of harvest deposits into this chest. And what I did was I added a lectern to the bottom of it. If you remember, the lectern will pull automatically from any adjacent inventories that it's not linked to. And so this is linked to my new storage system down here. And so anything that gets harvested immediately gets sent straight over here. This is linked to this modular storage right here. It's also underneath here. So if we can see it or not. But there is a controller for all these sophisticated barrels underneath. And then all the barrels, the chest doesn't yet, but all the barrels have a filter upgrade, which is filtered to something, either a mod or tags like ingots and nuggets, dusts, gems, what is this? Other stone, or so this is the mod, so this will hold everything occultism. And then this is kind of just my catch-all for now. So this is what we're going to work on today. So right now, because of the way that this is linked, it will try and send everything that enters into that system into here first, the storage controller, which only has 5 drawers linked to it, or I guess 6. But it will try and send everything into there first, and then if it can't, it will try to send things to these barrels, and then if not, it will try and send to here. This actually has a filter that it isn't working now because it's full of just junk. But this is where I'm going to put like all of like the gears and plates and rods and wires and stuff that are going to be like little micro crafts. Um, just that's just kind of collect throughout my playthrough. Um, but the important thing is that I need a fourth inventory. Everything else is filtered. I need a fourth inventory. That's what this is functioning as for just the garbage, the bulk storage. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the occultism storage for that. So I have prepared some stuff to craft. And we're going to get into it here. Let me see where... Alright, so we have our white chalk. Get my actual white chalk. Have it on me? Yes, I do have it on me. So if you remember, the occultism has 4 different flavors or colors of chalk. So I have the white chalk, and that's what I'm going to be using for most of my stuff right now. But I need to get a yellow chalk, and then this is going to be the ingredients for the purple chalk right here. And then this is going to be the red chalk, but it's a little bit further off. I really only need to get to the purple right now. So the first step is to make these chalks. To do that, I'm going to need a couple things. I'm going to have to summon a crusher, and to do that, I'm going to need ABR circle. At this point, maybe I'll just build it over here. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this one yet. And of course, the occultism will show you exactly. You can see up at the top my progress bar, how far along towards the ritual I'm getting. All right, perfect. So Occultism is actually based on a book series by Jonathan Stroud, the Barnabas trilogy. And you kind of summon demons to do your bidding for you. I highly recommend actually reading the books. It's kind of a young adult series, but it was an enjoyable read. But you have to sacrifice things. So you put those in, and now I'm going to make a foliate ore crusher. The different crushers are the foliate, then the Jinn, then the Ifrit, then the Merid. And they will double, triple, quadruple, septuple, sextuple the different ores that you get. And so each one has a different thing that you need to get just to actually summon it. The foliates, some of the foliates, this crusher will, they actually start to decay once you summon them. And so I will, could mob yoinker it. Maybe I'll do something else though. Aha. And for the crusher demon, you just kind of throw, just throw stuff at him, and he will pick it up and then crush it down. There are demons that you can get. He won't pull from inventory automatically, but you can. Oh, what is he? Oh, okay, visual bug. Alright, so then he also needs some endstone. And then I'll also need to crush the obsidian as well. then what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink this guy down. I don't know if you saw, but when I right clicked on him, this essence decay, once it hits 100%, he will disappear. There's not a ton of things that he and only he can do. The endstone is one of them. The only way to get endstone is by using a crusher demon. Even the gold dust, you can use different things, like the ore hammer. No, even the enrichment chamber. Interesting. I like the pulverizer. So you have some options. Depending on the mod pack, sometimes the obsidian dust will be different depending on how you get it. If it hasn't been oredict, but it looks like in this pack it's the same for both, which is nice. All right, so there we go. My gold and my purple chalk. I don't think I'm going to need him for a little bit. So I'll stick him in a bottle, and then he is safe. Then I need to purify my chalk. All right, so that's the crusher. That's the kind of the first step. The next is I'm going to work on the storage actuator base. That together with the dimensional crystal matrix will create the dimensional storage actuator. So this is the big thing right here that we're going to be doing. We're also going to be creating some storage stabilizers. And to do that, we're going to need, this one is Strigger's Higher Binding, and this is Xevious' Spectral Compulsion. So, well, so we're going to do this guy first. All right, so we'll do this one, the Streaker's Higher Binding. I know they did just recently change it. I think Cleekly is the mod author. He just changed it that if they're in the same line, you can use a higher pentacle for lower recipes, which is really nice. No, I made enough. I'm not sure if I made enough candles. Oh, I did. I still have no bees. There's a bee on my map, but I have no access to him. Eventually, I'll have to get into bees for some resources, but not sure how long that will be until I get to that. Okay, finishing up here. Okay. Okay, so this one. So this is a Xevious Spectral Compulsion, so on the other stone, and 3 gold ingots. And then the Book of the Fold. There we go. You'll notice that these purple particles means that it's working properly. Sometimes you'll have to sacrifice like an animal or something, and those particles will be dark gray or black until you actually complete the sacrifice, and then it will work. Then it'll work properly. All right. Then the next thing will be this one. Some mod packs will change exactly how long this takes because sometimes this is the default, and it is unfortunate how long it takes sometimes. Okay, so I got my storage actuator. Once I have a time in a bottle, I can, if you took accelerate this block right here, just the bowl itself, it will speed things up. What I also wanted to do, while this is kicking, I'll talk about how. So I have my R's. Lectern is kind of running the show, but I also want to um, use a scry crystal to make it truly remote. And so this scry crystal will allow me to link a, actually I'm not even sure what the block is called, but will be able to link a R's tool to it, so I can basically cast spells through it. And then one of the spells that I can cast is interact. For example, I'll show you. I'm like nowhere near it, but if I cast it, then I can just use it like normal. Oh man, this is, I cannot believe this is taking this long. Okay, great. That was painful. Okay, well now I have a storage. Now this, so the occultism, I'll show you. So you can link to this block using a stable wormhole, which allows you kind of remote access across dimensionally. You can also use a storage accessor, and that is also cross-dimensional, but it's not a block that you have to place. So the stable wormhole is good for like automation, giving other things access to it. However, as far as like auto crafting and stuff, it's you can do some things with like a Jin machine operator, but it's not nearly as robust as like AE2 or even refined storage. So I'm realistically not going to be doing anything with that. I'm just going to use this as bulk storage. Here we see it's 128. That means that this can take 128 different item types, and it can, by default, it can hold 1,000 items of each item type. So that's significant. Now what I can do is I can increase that limit by using storage stabilizers. And so a storage stabilizer is if you use spectral compulsion. Here's the stable wormhole. It's this one. It's an otherstone pedestal, block of copper, blaze powder, and a spiritomb gem. So because it's a relatively small number of items, then I can just pop it in here. And then once these things are consumed, the hopper will automatically feed in a new one. Let me just make sure I have that right. Yes. And if I wanted to, I could It's just the silver, which would be the problem. I think that's what these are for. Upgrade them again. And the gin is just green dye. I think I can do that. So I will link this to as a final. There we go. And so now anything that is, let's see, this is full. Golden chalk. Golden chalk should now be in here because it has no other. Oh, my bad. It actually has. I have an occultism spot for it. My clipboard. That should go. Go in. It did go in here. Okay. Now, where did it go? Now is it in here? There we go. See? All the overflow will go into there. So I'll realistically just get rid of this shortly. And then what I can do is, if I ever want to kind of have a look at something, I can just peek in here and see, and I can sort it by the amount, and it will show me how many of anything is here. And so if I notice that there's something that's like a huge number of items that needs to get dealt with, then I can put them to a drawer or like a stack upgrade. That's I don't really want to go crazy with the drawers. I'll just add like a stack upgrade. Let things be managed that way. All right, and I'm just gonna continue working on this. I should just have to just click on this like another 5 times. Oh, there we go. And so I'm at 128 item types. This has to actually fit aim at the little Rubik's Cube type thing here. Now it's 384. I should be able to put one on all 4 sides facing on the top. And then also I should be able to do it on the bottom as well. To do that, I'm gonna we'll need a oh no. Oh man. I thought I had oh, now I got the flight. Sometimes it takes a second for the flight to kick in. Okay. Okay, so where is my I am really glad that I have the Forgiving Void. Okay, so I have 128. Yeah, that's how that works. And you don't need direct line of sight. You can see it's still it is still working even without it. Okay, I'm gonna finish up doing this, and maybe I will also take a look at getting silver because I have the diamonds to turn into the spirit fire, and I have the gas tiers. I just need the silver. So, all right, I'll be right back. Okay, and I'm still working on the storage stabilizers down there, but I figured I would go ahead and show you what I'm working on here. Oh, hello. What do you got for me? Oh, nice. Looting 5. Okay, I definitely don't have enough emeralds. However, you have this. So this right here, I made two scry crystals, and what I'm going to make is the. Gosh, I don't even know what it's called. We'll see. A Chanter's Eye. Um, Interesting fact, you can actually put reactive on this, and so you can um, put another spell on these things. So the Enchanter's Eye, what it will do is anytime you right click, it doesn't have a spell on it right now, but, but after you link it to an eye, see it's bound to this one. After you link it to the eye, it will try and cast a spell through this. So where's my... So put on my inscription table. There we go. And now I have remote access. I also made some, I had a look and I had plenty of silver. So I can and my furnace. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of mana at this point, so I can't just do like a whole stack at one time. Yeah, I'm limited there, but yeah, my mana recharges pretty quickly. Ah, okay. Only needed this much. Okay, so I now have 6 tier 1 storage stabilizers. And so for that, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. Now, the trick here is um, sometimes occultism can be weird. Let's see, I wonder if I can make a logistical transport. Oh, no, definitely not. Uh, I guess item pipes is. Where's my pipes at? Ah, it's iron. Okay, 2 droppers. And then I'm also going to need a pipe wrench. Don't know if... I don't think the R's wand counts as a wrench. So anyway, so the reason that this is a problem is because um, sometimes what will happen is when you try and um, push duplicates, um, then it will take, like, if you put 6 of the diamonds in there and 6 in the other one, then it'll just pull all throughout the whole ritual. So it'll pull all from the same hopper, and then you end up with a situation where it doesn't work. Let me see this. Okay, so I do need a wrench. If I can. Man, I wish I had that. Wrench. Don't I get a wrench? Oh man, I have a lot of smokes. Let's collect. Alright, I'm just gonna collect them all. Sword, okay. 8. Grabbings, copper. Sardis, wheat, wool, pedestal. Ah, that's what I was looking for. Right. Small sand. Okay. Some inventory cleanup. Okay. So now it'll keep it full. So now the only thing I need is cactus, because I need we need 4 gin. Need a gin. Well, I'll start 3 going. Grow some more. I'll just start going here. Okay, so I will be back in a little bit once I finish crafting this, and I'll just I'll have to get more of those books, but that shouldn't be too bad. All right. And while this is cooking, I'll actually show you. I don't know if I showed you. I reset up the let's see here. The cobblestone to gravel converter, and it's been churning out. So this is being filled by using this relay from my source farm up top, and this is just on a timer with a delay of 200 ticks. So every 10 seconds, this just does a stack of gravel. Everything, all the gravel gets sucked up into here. I put a void upgrade on there, and then everything else. This has the magnet. It will suck up. It will suck up everything except for cobble or gravel. And then I have a void upgrade in here ready to go for eventually I might need it. So this will just go nonstop. Underneath here, of course, is the cobble generator. This is still going. And then underneath here is a lectern, and this is a lectern is linked to my main storage system here, and so everything that it makes, all those ingots, or rather nuggets, and raw copper is sent in here with the compacting upgrade that turns nuggets into ingots, and then just copper turns the raw copper into the blocks of raw copper. I have so much copper, it's ridiculous. Yeah, see, 20 at a time. All right. There we go. And I've had this running for not very long, maybe like an hour or so. And it's just the amount of iron and gold and then copper as well is just crazy. It's producing so much. And then this, um, there's my storage stabilizer. So this display case looks at this and basically powers this when there's more than 1,500 gravel in the system or in that drawer. And then this just when it's powered. So when this powers it, it turns off. So, all right. And so that's the last one. Then I have 6 tier 2 stabilizers on here. So I have 3,200 stacks. And each stack, of course, in there can hold 1,000 items. So the last thing that I'm going to do is my last thing for this episode. Oh, that might have been the wrong one. One of those jars feeds downstairs to the bottom, so that might have been the wrong one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my armor. I am using these diamond ones just because they have some good stats on them and some good enchantments. Once I actually start pulling enchantments off, then I'll use my actual sorcerer's footpads. I'll have to do this sooner rather than later. I just threw on some random enchantments. All right. So to upgrade the Ars armor, you need so the Ars armor is basically you need 2 blaze rods to go tier 2. And it does take apparently half a jar. Oh, maybe just 3/4 or 1/4 of a jar. I think the next tier will be more. And so now these are all tier 2. You can see that I'm getting an MT3 and MT2. So these can hold different threads on them. The higher tier, the more threads, and the higher tier threads. So we'll probably do that maybe next time we'll get into the threads. So this has... Okay. So now the next one I need, each recipe is 2 ender pearls and a chorus fruit. I got the chorus fruit. I actually grew a chorus plant here, but I got it from sifting crushed endstone, and I can create endstone initially in the lava bucket with the glowstone, and then I actually set up temporarily an extractor from SciCraft. There's not many things that actually require actual source to be nearby. but this is one of them. And this right here will be used to make a I'm going to use this to make an enchanted mirror after this finishes. And that enchanted mirror will be used to, that's going to be my flight. I'll use the leap spell. I think next time we'll get into making rabbits. That is going to be an experience. I'm just going to put it to my... Alright. So this mirror, it can cast a spell. You just have to kind of load it up, just like those spells and just like my, my Enchanter's Eye. Alright. And then with that, I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Again, let me know if you... oh. I started prepping for next time. Can you tell what I'm going to be doing? Be making some more islands. Well, thanks for watching. Again, please feel free to leave a comment with any tips or tricks or anything you want to see. And until then, I'll see you next time where I get into maybe a little bit better transportation, and maybe we'll see about going to the Nether. All right, thank you so much. Take care.